joining us for today's daily devotion from First Baptist Church, Pawnee, a church that truly worships God and loves people. We would love to have you join us any Sunday. Or if you have some kind of a need, give us a call. We'll sure do our best to meet that need. Well, we're still in Matthew chapter 15, and Jesus has gone to a Gentile area, and there is a woman who is actually a Canaanite, which means she was a descendant of the wicked people that the Israelites drove out of the land of Canaan to make it their own, present-day Israel. And so, biologically, she wasn't really too impressive to Jewish people. And she's following Jesus around. Now, I want you to remember that Jesus never did anything just on his own initiative. John 5:19, Jesus said he only does what the Father directs him to do. And so the Father directed Jesus to respond to this woman a particular way in order to test her, knowing full well that she was going to pass the test. And I want you to notice in this passage that he looked like he was rejecting her 3 times, and she persisted. Here we go. Jesus went away from there, where he was before, where he had encountered the scribes and Pharisees, withdrew to the district of Tyre and Sidon, and a Canaanite woman from the region came out and began to cry out, saying, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David." Notice, Son of David, coming from a Gentile. She believed that Jesus was the Messiah. "My daughter is cruelly demon-possessed." But, first rejection, he didn't answer her a word. He just kept on walking. His disciples came and implored him, saying, "Send her away because she keeps shouting at us. She's an annoyance." Lots of times people that you and I see as annoyances are actually divine appointments from God Almighty. He loves those annoyances, those people who are annoyances. Well, he answered and said, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Second rejection. She came and began to bow down before him, saying, "Lord, help me." This time she called him Lord. She understood who he was. Based upon who he was, she was trusting that he was going to show love and mercy to her. He answered and said, "It's not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs." Wow. Man, that would do it for me. And she said, "Lord, yes, but even the dogs feed on the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus said to her, "O woman, your faith is great. It shall be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed at once. 3 times it looked like God was rejecting her in the person of Jesus Christ. But based upon who she knew the Messiah was and based upon the promises of God, she trusted that God was going to show her mercy. And Jesus said, "Great is your faith." Do you remember not too many days past, Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water? And then when Peter started to sink, Jesus said, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Did you notice in this passage that he told this woman that she had great faith, and he told Peter that he had small faith? The faith of persistent prayer on the part of this woman is greater than the faith that it took for Peter to walk on the water. What does it say about your prayer life and my prayer life? You know, Jesus gave an illustration of a woman who kept going to an unjust judge and saying, "Would you please take my case for me? Would you please avenge me of my adversary?" And the judge kept turning her away. And Jesus said, "I'm teaching you that parable so that you will be persistent in prayer and not quit." So my question for you today, is there something that you've been praying for that you've given up? Is there something you've been praying for that you've sort of forgotten and you've stopped praying for it? When Jesus said, "Ask and it shall be given," he spoke in the Greek present tense, which means keep on asking and it shall be given. Don't stop. Don't stop praying unless God breaks in and says, "Don't pray for this anymore." Now, that hasn't happened to me yet. It may happen to you. But if it doesn't, let's stay at it. Let's keep on praying, because God does exactly what he does at exactly the right time. And it is literally trillions of things all at once. And there's just the right time to do it. Let's keep on praying and not quit. God bless you real good. All done.